we are. Hello everybody, here is the Greeks here, and just going to do a little bit of a small campaign overview of the Rise of Islam mod, or the War of the 25th mod. So thank you for joining me here today. We're just going to take a look on every faction and what they hold in the beginning of the game, and what they are. So we're going to start off with the Visigoths. With the Visigoths, you see, you start off actually with a really good position. You start off with Spain, and you start off with tons of money. You have really more or less built up settlements, and I think that's actually the thing I really like about the mods. Most of all the factions have built up provinces, and that's one of the few things that you don't see that has happened with, like, if you play as the rest of the Roman Empire. They are really like a century, 500 century old empire, but none of their cities are like really developed. And I get why they do that, because otherwise your starting position is too high. But I think what they should like do then instead is like have built up provinces, but have them have your army up be far more higher, or do something with manpower, and manpower is low because the empire is like in decline in that regard. Um, but that's a bit that. So I really liked about the mod that you have some more or less build up provinces a little bit. And yeah, you start off with a damn good situation, starting position with having your sights on Africa. Of course, the side in your side of Africa, and of course the Duchy of Basques is to the north that you could try and take out, but you can also will be going to war with the Duchy of Aquitaine, who are allies to those ones, and are not actually kin such a vassal of the Franks. But yeah, that's that. And of course, to the north, you will have the Exarchate of Africa, but those ones are puppets of the um, Byzantine Empire, who have really many puppets down in towards Africa as well as in Italy. But we'll take a look on those ones when we are going to take a look on the Roman Empire or Byzantine Empire. Um, yeah, I think there are no like real difficult diplomatic situations. Most of these ones are actually fine. You've really many opportunities for trade, and I think you can basically expand anywhere you want. Even say that you would like go after the extract of Africa and ally yourself with these guys towards here. You might even want to maybe like abandon this settlement because you just don't have much, and if you want to go towards this way, it might be a bit difficult. Although saying that, you might want to take out like maybe first the Duchy of Burgundy, because they don't seem to be that strong. Although they're like a tributary of the Franks, so you might, yeah. What I would say, because if you really want money, just build up an army and take out the extract of Africa. Have a little bit of a navy here so you can protect your coastline, because there is not really any chance that you are going to fight the Roman Empire in the beginning, because they're also themselves at war with the Serbs and the Croats that is over here. So yeah, go after the extract of Africa, and for them you suppose you have to see what you want to do. And yeah, that's a bit that. So let's go towards the next faction. We are going to start off with the Frankish kingdom. The Franks are going to be here. The Franks, as you can see, have a more difficult side position because they're also in the center of the map. They have like a couple of possible enemies towards the north, with like the Burgundy, Saxony, and Frisians. And you actually got like towards the east, you got the Kingdom of East Anglia, the Kingdom of Kent, and the Kingdom of Wessex. As well towards in Britannia, and down of course again to the south, you got the Great Kingdom of Visigothi, and Duchy of Basques, and also the Duchy of Aquitaine, and the Duchy of Burgundy, and the Kingdom of Lombardy. So you really more or less like confined into this space, and you also start with the food deficit, so you really want to take care of that as well. Um, yeah. So you actually start off a difficult position. You really have to go make sure that your empire is strong, I would say. You have the money to build it up, and you got some army to defend it. But like if you are being attacked like by the Lombards and by the north, and you're going to be attacked by these guys, you have a really good. You're going to be really difficult to hold your ground, I would say. But And what I don't really like is that they actually are using the barbarian building system, or are they? Or actually, I think they're maybe like using a combo, aren't they? Oh, okay, like okay, they're actually using a combo between the barbarians and barbarian and Roman style building system. I think, at least what I can now see. So like this is all barbarian, but the rest is actually normal. So that's actually good. All right, that's nice. They've done a very good job with that. I had was worried they actually were using the barbarian style buildings, but they're not. So that's not bad. And yeah, that will be that. Any more things I should note for the armies? Well, you start off with two armies, both of variable, not great strength. I would say they don't have too much to bring, although you can like right away recruit some really good spear masters as well as some normal Germanic cavalry. So you can start off with a reasonable good army if you want to. Well, so is that this the army, and from there we have to go see where we will go. And yeah, we're going to the next faction. I think that might be the kingdom of the Lombards, if I'm correct. So let's go there. Well, here we are. But it is the kingdom of Lombards. The Lombards have a really good income, I would say. Not as good as Visigoths, but the Visigoths really start in an ideal position to expand, I would say. Well, you start off with this as your like your overall territory. I think you have two full territories, if I'm correct. Yeah, you got Liguria and you got this one. But this one you don't control. You actually need like more. You need the city of Ravenna. But I think Ravenna or the extra of Italy. But those ones are also puppets of the Roman Empire. As you can see, the extra is of Italy is actually quite strong. And you also got the Duchy of Benevento and the Duchy of Spoleto and those of Tuscany are all your puppet states. So if you want to go out and find them, there's a good chance you can be able to win it. Like, just take Ravenna for yourself and then let the other city states try and take this over. And I suppose you possibly would go after Duchy of Bavaria or something like that, go over towards this side of the map. Or you go to fight the Visigoths. It depends a bit where you want to go. You have all the way to go. You start off with a reasonable position. Got some allies as your backbone over here that can help you out. I think as well as a good relationship with the Alani, or reasonable. But yeah, you can actually go everywhere. This is also your starter position. You have full, I think you have the Lombard units. And I'm not sure, but I think they're also still going to try and like change up the units for every unit or for every clan. So there's one thing they, I think, we're going to change as well. So just because it's still in early access, so it's more like showing off what the starting positions are. But yeah, that's that. They are the Kingdom of Lombards. Let's go to the next one. I think that they are the pagan. They were really like sort of Germanic, northern paganism faction. So let's go to those ones. Here we are. We're going to the kingdom of the kingdom. The kingdom of what is it? Jeez. Um, where is it? Where can I see what? The kingdom of the Sasmos kingdom. They're actually a Slavic paganism tribe over here, or kingdom. They call sort of like one full province, but that province is actually quite good. It has lead, it has some build-up units, you have enough food, and you basically have no real enemies to go about. You just have all the way to expand. It's all up to you what you want to do. Of course, you have to. I think the only faction you might have to be afraid of is the Arva Kaghnanate or Kaghnanate Kaghnanate or Kaghnat. Jesus, perfect. Okay, the Arva Kaghnanate. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to try and pronounce it again. So yeah, I would say those ones are the only ones. Maybe the Lithuanians over here might be a problem for you, but I think what you possibly want to do is like go over to the north, try and take all of this over, and all of this. You have like a really strong kingdom, and from there, see what you want to do, and yeah, where you want to go and conquer. Now it's the Sasmos kingdom towards the towards the north, and I think the most northern faction can play as. So for there we have to go and see. Let's go to the next faction. And also, you actually also the Scalavanians in your settlement as well, as a small faction, and it is your army in the beginning. Nothing special, but you have like the time to build up. You have some good income as well, so yeah, you really have the time to more or less fight or make yourself ready, or you will be attacked by the Avars pretty quickly. But I suppose that has to depend on the Avars. And now we go to the next faction. I think that will be the Avar Kingdom. So let's go there. Well, here we are with another faction. This is the Ave Kaghanate or the Kaghanate. I won't pronounce that correctly. You start off with one army in the center of the map. I think you have a mixed band of actually cultures. You actually have the Slavics you can play as, and you have the Hunnic or steppe units you can be using to play with. You start off with no wars, I think. No, you don't start off with any wars. You have the two puppet states. You have this, or tributaries actually. These are two nomadic tribes of the Scalvanians and the Athenians. So that's interesting as well. So they are also going to roam around and you get their points, I would say. Well, you actually have all the way to conquer. You have actually the Bilger Kaghanate towards the north, or to the north east. That you can maybe can attack, I suppose, is one of the factions you go for, or you go towards the north and you go and try and take all of this over, or you're going to make yourself difficult and you go after the Roman Empire right away, and you're going to try and disorder it and make the Roman Empire really weak. Although you will be fighting all these puppet states as well, so you have to take that into consideration. But yeah, actually the role you have to conquer. You have two full provinces. You got the province of Pannonia and you got the province of Dacia. Both have been reasonable build up, not too much, but you've got some buildings already started here, and you start off with two armies as well. Over here you got your king's army, and yeah, you basically have everywhere to conquer. You've got some mercenaries that you hire, or you go for your own generic units, but I think you can really expand on from there. So you have really start off with a reasonable starting position with two big settlements, nothing to really to be worried about. Like maybe Samtom or the Bilger Kaghanate, but you could of course go and ally with them and then see from there what you can do. Go together against the Roman Empire or something like that. First, what I would do is possibly go for first for the north, and from there up as a big empire, go down and try and take out the Roman Empire and the other states of Europe. And from there, I suppose you have to see what you will do. But that is the Avar Kaghanate, and we're now going to go to the Bilger Kaghanate, or the Kaghanate, I'm not sure. Anyway, that will be that. Let's go to the next faction. Here we got the Bilger Kingdom. You start off with a reasonable starting position. You have, I think, the entire province of Sarmatia Europea. You got, yeah, you start off with there. Although the province is quite divided, you can't. These ones are quite close to one another, but the city is quite, like, say, far away from the other kingdoms. Then you got over to the north, you got the Sabre Kaghanate, you got the Gaza Kaghanate. Those ones are actually not yet being updated. As you can see, they are not fully fleshed out. The same, I think, with one of the other factions that are down here. So I'm also not going to show them off to you yet, because they're not yet fully fleshed out. So again, the mod is still in early development. It's just me showing off all the factions and the starting positions. But yeah, with the Bilger Connection, you start off with a damn good amount of money. You start off with one tributary state, or with puppets, I'm not sure. Tributary state of the, I'm not sure what are called. The Crimean Goths. You start off as a faction that you are controlling. And you also have the same step as Slavic units that you can be recruiting as the Bulgars. You just have a little bit different starting position and you have more money, but considering you have like one less army, so um, well, and you also have one less province, I would say possibly start a little bit worse. And also because your province is quite big and you don't have too much in it, yeah, it's going to be more difficult, I would say, than the Avar Kaghnanate, who has a bit more easy pickings, I would say, because you over you actually have like these guys over here, and you got over here, or you got your enemies, I would say, who don't like it too much. So for that, you first go towards the north, I would say, and then from there you have to see where you can go, or you go to fight the Avar Kaghnate, who I would actually ally with, but I suppose it's a bit on you what you want to do. So this is the Bilger Kaghnate. I think we're now going to the last two factions. Those are both the Empire faction, the Romans, and the Sassanid Empires. So let's go to them. Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is possibly the biggest faction in the game. Also saying because you also have quite a lot of puppet states who you control, and you start off with a damn good amount of money. You could start off with 12,000. But you start off with an underdevelopment of your most of your settlements, and you start off with a food deficit. You have to go and make sure you have that fixed, and you also have to hope that the Arab Kaghnate doesn't attack you because you don't have really any armies ready. Saying though, you do start off with enough potential manpower right off the bat. You start off with some really good units that you can recruit, like Skutoi and Skutoi spears. You start off with some Tagmate cavalry, who are like 3 cavalry, who can really like hammer a punch against like their, I suppose, the Arab Cabanats, their Arab counterparts, who don't really have any like heavy cavalry, and also don't have any really heavy infantry, but they have their advantage of having a really high morale value. What the Romans are more or less lacking, and like most of them like 40 or 50 armor, 50 morale. Well, like the counterpart of the Arabs have mostly 70 to 80 morale, so you're really going to have a hard time breaking them. As you could also see in my own Let's Play, links to that in the description below, is that they were really heavily breaking even when they had like a really small amount of their own units. So the Romans had a really good position as well, but they just have, they were possibly overextended. You don't really have to worry about Africa too much. You start off with some really good allies over here, possibly able to take out Crimea yourself quite quickly, and at least build up the food production as well. And I think destabilizing your army and making sure you've got good borders defenses, and yeah, take out your enemies over here as well. I wouldn't even like take them out or take these settlements, just make them a puppets. And from there you have like these also flank protectors. Just make a really big army over here, make sure you don't fight the Avars. Just make sure you are ready to fight the Arabs or the Sassanid Empire at any time, because they are possibly going to be your biggest adversaries. Because for this mod, these guys are basically the initiation of the War of the Three Faiths. You got the Islamic faith, you got the Christian faith, and you got the Zoroastrian faith. Basically means the War of the Three Faiths. As you of course know, the Sassanid Empire is a really weak state. They don't have too much to go for. They just don't have too many armies. And with the Arabs at the borders, you can really, as you saw my campaign, the Arabs can really stamp out a punch in the beginning of the campaign. They really got some long movement range that will really be difficult to deal with in your own campaign, especially also as a Roman. So just focus your attention here. Just take these guys out as puppets, and then prioritize to building up your infrastructure and empire. And from that, just try and take out these guys first, and from there you have to see if you want to go after the European kingdoms once again. So yeah, that is the Roman Empire. Start of like I think around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7 armies, and you start off with a few puppets. You have the Nobatian puppet state. You got the extra cat of Italy as a puppet state, and you got the extra rat as of Africa is a really strong puppet state who you can really use it for advantage over here that can really help you out defending your borders against all these tribes from Africa as well. The extra ability can actually help you out against the Lombard kingdom, and of course maybe even these guys as well. So you start off with a really reasonable well. I think if you're a veteran Total War player, you can definitely handle this situation. And if you're lucky, the Arab Caliphate goes first for the Sassanid Empire instead of for you. But I would say just make sure you have some armies ready and try and attack maybe them right away. If you can, because you got the money for it, but just make sure you have yourself build it up before you do. And like just attack them. I think when they are fighting the Sassanids. So they like really are like hammering them the same time as they are hammering the Sassanids. So I possibly would suggest that, but that is the Roman Empire. Let's go to the last and final faction of this faction starting position overview, and let's go towards that. Well, here we got the Sassanid Empire. As Sassanid Empire, you start off with a reasonable good starting position. You are at the north of the map. The north of the map is being beset by all your client states, so you have that in your advantage. Yeah, you just have a really good starting position, but the only disadvantage, you have the Arab Caliphate towards the south, or the west I suppose, and you don't have any armies that are really good to counter them. You also don't have any really good units that can help you out fighting. I suppose the only thing you can do is just have advantage in numbers, but just hire mercenaries in the beginning of the campaign, so you have some good armies that can help you out fighting them. And from there just build up your empire and just have to hopefully that you can survive the upcoming onslaught of the Arabs, and hopefully they go for the Roman Empire first instead of you. I think you just have to try and do that. Just build up this army, make sure you have some mercenaries, just get those, and then yeah, just hope that you can survive the incoming storm, basically, and hopefully you're able to. Let's get this already. You have like already 70 men. Let's get some more, and then hopefully you can survive the upcoming onslaught. That's basically what you have to try and do. Just build up. Make sure you have some armies ready. Over here you got some really good army of some elephants and such. Just take them over here. Just go after. Go and help out your caliph, your leader. Make sure you have both armies ready here, and hope you can win. I can't really give any other advice. Just make sure that you have some armies ready to go. Because you can hire mercenaries, just get them. Make sure they are here at the front to help out your comrades against them. And more or less get all the trade agreements going that you still can. And from there you have to see what you can do. Maybe even trade with the Roman Empire as well. Yeah, that would be that. So that is the Sassanid Empire. I'm like curious what we could do is just test a bit if we have like right away the war with the Arab Caliphate. I think he will be attacked right away, but we'll have to see. Okay, you're not being attacked, so that's good. You're lucky. This turn, so you have a turn to recruit, and they have been. Although they had like, I think they're not moving towards you, towards me. So what I'm possibly going to do is just get this army and just attack them right away. Because you can do that, there's a good chance to wipe out an entire extra force in the beginning, and I think that is possibly the thing that you should do right off the bat. Because your economy is good enough, just get some units, get them all. Make sure you have some things that you can like attack. And then we're just going to get one of these. And because you have like also the garrison of Sasson to help you out, it's like a 5-star, 5-tiered settlement. So let's attack and declare the war against them. Make sure that you are the ones that right now have the advantage. You can take out an army, just do it. Unfortunately, they are not willing to fight me.
Ready for battle.
Although I think we can maybe win this.
Kill the coward!
As you can see, I can win it myself, but I think if you fight it, I can out-resolve it, but I think if we would out-resolve fight this ourselves, I think we have a definitely good chance to win, especially because we got some Savaran Cataphracts as well, and we also got some good cavalry as well as mercenaries. But our metal line is just not as great, but we also have a missile advantage, so we might want to draw them against us. Just play this carefully, make sure that you can win it. The breaking of their morale is just going to be difficult. Just make sure you do that, and I think you are good to go.
Retreat!
Well, that is Sassanid Empire. If you have a chance to do this as well, just go and take them out right off the bat. Just take them, make sure you kill them off, and start hammering them. If you have such an opportunity as I did here, to kill off one of their armies, just do it and retreat back into Sassafon. Same with this guy over here. Just go to Messena and garrison it.
My lord.
And over here, of course, you got this army that already has moved out. Just maybe get a navy, but they have a long enough movement rate so they can actually go over here. But still, getting a navy might be useful.
Noble men.
Just get these extra units if you can. Not bad. And as you might want to do here, instead of getting this one, just recruit the onager to make them like go against you. And you can also get some Savaran Cataphracts again after this turn. So just remove maybe some extra of the Spain band. They're not good. Just get the Savaran Cataphracts, who are really cheap to recruit actually. And they're also not too expensive, as you can see. So just get them. And now you have like a larger chance of winning. But just if you have an opportunity like this, just go attack them. And that is the entire overview of the older factions of the Rise of Islam mod, or the War of the Three Faiths. So thank you for joining me today, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, and if you want to check out the mod for yourself, link to the mod is in the description below. And again, thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this of mod reviews and special features for mods like this, or some overviews of the mods, or campaign let's plays for Total War or Tycoon, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification button so I can keep up to date with my latest videos. And I hope to see you on the next one. This was Heroes of the Greeks, and have a great day, and goodbye.